pages. But yeah, this is the book that Prodigy got caught with when he was locked up, and he wrote about it too. It's on the internet. He wrote about it. But oh man, this book is crazy, man. It's so crazy. Let me see. I don't know if
It's
you can
like
see a little bit.
you're being told not to read it. It makes you want to read it.
Yeah. Can you see anything? No, right?
Nah, not me. The audience probably could though, because you got
Okay, yeah.
a
What
picture
I'm
of
gonna
it.
do is I'm gonna put some pages on Instagram and all of
Mm,
that. But yeah, it's a I think it's part four,
yeah.
but I got part one and part three. Right now, this book
Mm,
is over 20 years old, right?
wow.
Yeah, over 20 years old. Now, this is how advanced that Z York was. How did he know that somebody like Trump was going to be the president? Somebody that looked like Trump. This is 20 years
Mm.
old. Because when you study history and you study current events, it's just like The Simpsons. You can
Yeah, but
predict what's going to happen.
everything's already written down somewhere. The plan is already there. The plan is already
Right.
there.
You know where it's written down at? It's written down
Where's
in your DNA, man. It's in your everything
mm,
is in your DNA. So it's written
mm,
down inside your DNA. This is why they say everything that we know is inside of us. It just has to be activated,
mm.
right? Just like a female has all the eggs inside of her that she will ever have for life. It just has to be activated. We have every disease inside of us. It just has to be activated, right? So if
Even habits are in that DNA. Habits,
yeah, yes,
like wow.
yeah, it's a
Where
book.
you getting this? I was lucky enough to have you show quite a few books
Yeah.
before we turned on the camera, but there was a few books you had shown me there. You should definitely put them books right back up to let the people see them.
Yeah, this is one right here, and it's funny because I started reading this book yesterday after the sister got killed by the cop, right? And this right here is 500. This is 500 years of European behavior, the effects on African people. I mean, Africans and African people. You know what I mean? So it just got like we was just talking about DNA and what's in your nature and all that. So it just tells what's in the nature. It's just there. You know what I mean? It's the mind state and everything. And this one right here is what they never told you in history class. This is another good one. And these are like popular books. So I know a lot of people probably have them already out there, but just a reminder. You know what I mean? And you know, I got a lot, man. I got a lot. I just put the sister on. She just ordered this one yesterday, the sister, Miss 702. She got this one. Great read. Back pocket joint. Fantastic, man. Fantastic.
Right.
And this one talks about how to deal, with toxic people. You know what I mean? The best way to
Mm,
deal with them. You know what I mean?
mm. Best
Yeah.
way to
So
deal with toxic people. It's almost like how to understand the behavior,
right, but
how to be able to handle the behavior. It's like
no.
recognize it.
But for you, right? For us, I mean, really, the answer is really in the question. It's in the question, right? People will say, "How do I deal with these trolls? How do I deal with negative people?" Right? The key to it is you don't deal with them. You don't. See, so people are already
Mm.
programmed with the, how do I deal with them? You don't deal with them. You know, I hear people, right? And no disrespect to anybody, it's all love.
Yo,
But I
you just right on the spot. You just taught me something, like
right.
right on the spot.
Because the trolls, that's what they want. They want you to ask them to stop. They want you to beg them to stop. Oh, what did I do? But come on, that's
It's
crazy.
like right.
And see,
Like nah,
I can't believe it. So that's what the trolls want. They
I
actually
can't
want
even
that.
do that. I can't even do that with a real
Salute,
person.
brother Frankie.
Like with a real person.
Nah,
I can't like
nah, cause
I can't embrace the ignorance, like or
right,
the trolling part of even because even in real life, where the people being silly in real life, like
yeah,
I don't have to deal with it. Like I think I made a comment on that too. It said I wrote what did I write? I said things don't just go over my head. Things don't just go over my head.
mm,
Like I decide to let it go over my head. Like
fact,
I
fact.
purposely want it to go over my head.
No, that's a whole
Mm.
fact. Cause some things it's just not worth it. Some things it's just not worth it. And we got to think about our health, and our immediate family, because what we go through affects them also, right? If they see that we're down, sometimes they can just feel the energy. So it's a lot to think about. And we're trying to brand ourselves, right? A lot of us on YouTube trying to brand ourselves, doing what we do. You don't want that to get into your business, right? Because then that's going to be tied to your legacy. So when a person mentions you, they got to bring up this knucklehead. Like a Jay Z, you bring up Jay Z, you got to bring up Nas. Then you bring up his baby mother. Nobody wants to be involved with that type of stuff. So that's why a lot of people just fall back and leave it alone.
Mm,
Oh, salute to
that's some shit.
Frankie Blanco.
Yeah, Patrick Blanco.
No, I didn't hear it. I didn't hear it. I'm gonna go check it out. I'm gonna go check it out.
Peace,
Yeah,
cause
we, we got.
he be on point. He be on point with his. I like his sound. I like Frankie
Oh no,
Blanco's sound. The
definitely.
way I like the sound. Like I
Yeah,
really, I
the
mess
brother
with the
got.
sound.
He got one song. I forgot the name of it, man. That's like my favorite. That's the one. I reposted a lot. I reposted back to back. Forgot the name of that song, but he probably knows. I usually post it like twice or whatever. Uh, 9 to 5. What's going on? Nikki Baby, salute,
Smitty
salute.
Rock, Smitty
In the
Rock.
building.
It's all about the change,
No
change,
doubt.
change.
In the building. What it do? What it do?
Peace,
Okay, I'm,
peace,
I'm gonna
peace.
definitely check it out. Everybody go over there and check out the brother Frankie Blanco. Some new music out there. Go check him out.
Mm.
New York Baby in the building. Yeah,
A lot
man.
of people got some. A lot of people got some. Decent. There's a lot of music being made these days. A lot of
Right,
people
right,
know. A
right,
lot of people, especially in our sector, a lot of people really have talent for music. They can really put music
right.
together. Some people
Yeah,
might need a little more work on it. Obviously, like they could get better and better and better. But
yeah.
some people at this point, like
Fire. No, the brother's talented. He's talented. You
people
can tell
got
that's
people
definitely his lane.
people got a lot of battles going back and forth these days on YouTube, especially in our sector. I want to be interested in songs. Like I want to hear people's best songs, like versus each other. It's not even
Right,
a live battle. I want to hear people's best, at least one good song from a whole bunch of different people, and see who got
right.
the like.
That's very.
There's
Yeah, yeah.
a lot of good sounds,
No, we got
a
some
lot
good
of good sounds.
artists, man. The
Uh,
brother, salute to the brother, Saladin. Man. I like Saladin's music. You know what I mean? I would like, to be honest with you, I would listen to his music like if I'm reading a book or something. And I like his music. I like a lot of his stuff that he makes.
Smitty sent me something, and it was like a rough draft. And
Right, okay,
as soon as it came on, it got that thing like where you just feeling it immediately.
right, right. Was that the
It's
song
like
that Sonny Blanco played a song by Smitty? I think last week. It was
yeah, but
fire. What's it that
he
one?
got a lot. Smitty got
Uh,
a
yeah.
lot of music too. Like
No, he
it's
got he got
like
bangers. He got some bangers,
mm,
man. And sometimes we forget, or sometimes we'll fall
mm.
back and leave it alone. But that's like that'd be perfect
It's like
for the
I'm
brother to
like, are
jump
you
on
not
it.
hearing this? Are you not hearing this? This is
Right.
fire. What are you doing, yo? Do something with this racket right here. This
Yeah,
nigga be
yeah,
in the
yeah.
club or some shit.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I mean, but Smitty's so nice that, stuff like that comes common. So he probably don't even know how nice
It's
he is. But
like,
no, the brother's nice, man. I love that
it's like
joint.
a lot of
Yeah,
people though. It's like I can hear, but like, yo, this really like it should be pop. Like it should be moving. Like it
right.
should be this. This song is really like it should be moving.
No, definitely, definitely.
Unfortunately, CDs, like if CDs were still popular, people were still running around selling CDs. We would
Yeah,
grab a bunch of these, but on YouTube, it's kind of it makes it a little more difficult, just because
yeah, yeah, a little bit. Yeah,
it's oversaturated. We're oversaturated with music.
right.
But yeah, Cos, how's it going, man? Let's get
Well,
on
just
track here. I think we've been politicking for a minute there.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Now I've been chilling, man. I've been chilling. I told you I went out a little bit earlier, came back in the house. Just been chilling.
I we just here, just chilling, relaxing. Was gonna make a video. At least we were gonna make a video and acknowledge the shooting that happened with Sonia Sonia Masay. I spoke about
Right.
it a little bit yesterday.
Okay.
I'm sure you got to see what was going on with it, what
I
happened,
seen it, man. I
was
seen it, bro.
behind it,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
just give us a little bit on your perspective. Was you know,
Me,
let's build from there.
me myself, when you look at, how the police patrol was started, right? And you look at that mentality, right? You look at the mentality that started it. That mentality didn't go nowhere. It's still there. So I'm not saying all cops is bad because I got family members that's cops, so I know that's not true. But it's a mentality, and it's like every, from Rodney King, it seems like every 4 or 5 years something like this happens. So it seems like, and sometimes it seems like your mind is playing tricks on you, but it seems like this is done purposely, right? I was with my homeboy that does my clothes, right? He's an Arab brother, Muslim brother, right? So we're kicking it, and he's reading the newspaper, and he's asking me, right? He says, "Why is this?" He said, "Kareem, why does this happen to only black people, man?" He said, "Something is wrong." He said something is strange. He said because this only happens to your people. Why? And so I'm starting to think, and he's looking at me, and he's like, "Wow." He's shaking his head. He said, "This ain't right." So it's like every 4 or 5 years, something like this has to happen. So I don't know if this is a part of the plan or what,
Because I don't
but
know, I don't
what's
think I
up?
could, I don't think I could agree with that every 4 to 5 years because I feel like I'm seeing this once a month.
No, I'm just saying something big that they really, really like. They're gonna drag on with
Oh,
this, right?
okay, okay,
When
yeah,
you look
yeah,
at
yeah,
Eric
yeah,
Garner, you
yeah,
look at
yeah,
Eric
uh,
Garner,
definitely,
Tamir
definitely.
Rice, all of that was 4 years apart. All of that was
4
4 years
years, 4
apart.
years, 4 years,
And
four
yeah, the
years, right?
brother they was on his knee. All of that is four
Mm.
years apart.
To like a
So
to like a death situation at least, right? Not just we're not talking about the just the brutality in itself. We're talking about like where they actually
right,
unaliving some, where they're actually unaliving
it,
a innocent person.
way in the way they do it, right? The
Where
way he
like
shot that lady was off the hook, man. That was off the hook, and it seemed like when she said what she said, she ticked him off or something. Like he was really the devil. Like she ticked him off because if you look closely at the like somebody zoomed in on the video, and they said something that was no water in the pot or the pot wasn't or something to that effect. So the cop was definitely out of order. The lady didn't do nothing. She even
yeah, but
pleaded
you
with him.
it's nothing in the world that could no
Nope.
nothing. I can't see nothing that could justify those actions.
Nothing.
Like
Nothing.
water, shit. Even if it would have been poop, forgive me. Like it doesn't. You got
Right.
tasers. You got other forms of to like
Ways
hold
to
somebody.
handle the issue. Yeah.
Right, right. Like
Ways to handle the issue, man. And,
that
and the
was
dude
like
was a trouble cop, man. He was a trouble
right.
cop. He's been in
It's
like four
different.
different
Six different
precincts.
six.
Yeah, six.
From what I was
Okay.
hearing, six. From what I was
Six.
hearing, at least
Yeah.
six. So let's say from 4 to 6, and that's happening so much in itself. Where if I had to guess a number, I would say that like 6 or 7 out of 10 cops have a bad history record and come
Mhm.
from other places where
Right.
they're just being moved around, like from one spot to another to another to another. Was it true that I was telling that they had the ATF and the feds? I'm sorry, the feds, the state police, and Homeland Security down the ways. Did I tell you this yesterday?
No, no, you didn't mention it. I didn't. No, you didn't mention it to me.
It wasn't too far from home, and
Oh
they didn't
wow.
want to. They weren't. I think it had to be you, Kyle. But I was telling you that there's no transparency. They're not telling us what's going on.
I can't remember, but if you
What?
did, I
Right.
can't remember. So you can say it again.
Yeah. So now there was a whole bunch of that going on, like a mile away from my house, and they weren't
Oh
telling
wow.
nobody what was going on. What was going on? But then the next day, I guess they caught a body over there too. Like a day after
Yeah.
the Homeland Security and all the people was over there.
Oh
It's wild,
wow.
and the public is not too sure of what's going on yet.
Oh, that's crazy,
Very,
man.
very, very. But now this is happening way too often, yo. Like kids,
Right.
women.
Somebody said when it's going to stop. Right. Somebody had asked the
It's
question
like,
when it's going to
yo,
stop. It's not. It's never going to stop until we stop it. It's never going to stop until we stop it. The police, the part, they're not going to do anything about it. It's not going to stop until we stop it. That's just like if someone every time they see you stick their hand in your pocket, they're not going to stop sticking their hand in your pocket until you break their hand.
mhm.
You break. They're going to keep every time they see they're going to stick their hand in your pocket. So what happens is, and this is a whole nother story,
You
but
gotta, you gotta be
people,
smart. You gotta be smart and just make a hole. Just cut a hole in your
right?
pocket, and then the problem will stop.
It probably, I mean, with these type of people, it might not even stop, man. They go in your back pocket. They might just take the pants, and I don't know. But right when you look at the definition of a cop, right, and what a cop is, and they have a law, right? They have a law that a cop can kill any disobedient slave. You can look it up. You can Google it right now. This is why a lot of times the cops don't get in trouble because they go
Mhm.
by these same rules. It's a mentality. It's a practice. It's like a faith for them. So they don't feel like they're doing nothing wrong. It's just like when somebody squash a roach or kill a roach in their house. You don't feel like you're doing nothing wrong. You feel like you're getting rid of the problem. So it's the same way with certain white people. I'm not gonna say all. Never met all. Some of them, they have this mentality that when they see you, they look at you as a roach. You got to get out of here. What are you doing here? Get out of here. That's just like when you walk through the park, right? You don't look at nothing wrong, but you're killing God's creatures when you walk on the grass. So a lot of but they foul, man. They're foul. God bless
Mhm.
to the lady, and I seen her son on the news talking, and I felt bad for him because it's like somebody just robbed him, man. Just robbed
I
him.
want to
You know what
say,
I mean?
I want to say she was like 34 to 36 years old. Like,
Wow, a baby,
like,
man. She's a baby,
like,
man.
and then you call for help. Like, it wasn't like somebody called, and let me not even say that because, like I said earlier, there's nothing that could justify what
Right.
happened because but damn, it's just happening. It's
No, it's
34 to
sad, man. Very
34,
sad.
34 to 36. A whole life could have been ahead of us. Got taken real short.
Right.
Like I said, so much condolences to the family. Like for real, sincerely condolences to the people that got to deal with that situation. And hopefully,
Yeah.
hopefully, the people make a lot of noise. This doesn't get
Right.
like there's always people out there. There's always people out there that try to say conspiracy theorists. You know, conspiracy theories. They try to put things together and say that
Right.
this happened because of this, or it's fake, or like nah, like it's not even the time for that. Like, hopefully, the world could come together and make some noise with this, and there'll be repercussions
Right.
for that
Yeah.
for that
I was
being
trying.
done.
Yeah, I was trying to look for the statute. Right. I can't. The law. I can't find it. But it was a Virginia law. It was started in a Virginia law, right? And it says cops basically have all rights to kill an enslaved person. Right. It's right
Mhm.
here without punishment. You know what I'm saying? It's right here, and you can't can you see it? And they still live by this too because they look at us as slaves still. So it tells you in
Mhm.
Virginia. So it's the same mentality. They tell you in Virginia that if a slave is obedient, the cop can kill him without any charges. So that's what happens, man. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? It's
Are
not.
you
It's not.
familiar? Are you familiar with the Constitution at all? Is that a book
So,
you come
some
across? Or you?
somewhat. I never really. It didn't really like excite me or nothing. But it's all rigged, man. It's all rigged. The Constitution, all of that, is to work against you, not for you. It's to work
Mhm.
for them, not us. You know what I mean? Not black and brown at least,
The original one, right? I can see what you're saying.
right?
I
Because
can
I was
see.
just because what happens. You know, people are just not like educated, and I'm not saying the sister did anything wrong when she was talking to the police or engaging in with the police. Now she didn't do anything wrong, but some people are not, that versed in community. You could tell the cop, his communication skills was really tainted because of the way he was speaking to her and everything like that.
Right,
But
right.
if you
That
call
bully,
somebody for help and
that
you get
bully
off,
demeanor. That
you know,
I'm more powerful than you demeanor. Like I hate that. I hate that behavior. That's a hard source, but I don't like that behavior when they want to be like they forget they're supposed to protect and serve and
right?
not bully, harass, and unalive people, man. Like,
Yeah, but
shoot.
a cop, right? When you look at a police officer, right? A police officer is basically, well, the root word of police is basically a policy holder, man. So they're
Right.
basically there to protect businesses, right? We're not a business. We're stock. How they consider some humans as stock, not business. So they're there to protect the business. They're policy
Mhm.
holders. That's just like what
You
Malcolm X said when the stores close down in the city, like in Harlem and stuff, you see less cops. They
mm,
leave. There's no reason to
mm.
be there anymore.
Right? You know what's wild too is because there's a story that went on too, and it's real recent. And there was a black officer that was behaving like these demonic white officers.
Right. Wow.
Like, so they even could brainwash our own people to have you go against your own people. They
Yes, they can.
manipulate you. They manipulate you to think we're the enemy, and you
Absolutely.
treat us this way.
Right. Right. My cousin is a police officer, right? And the stories that they tell the cops before they go out, I can see why cops are like shaky. And because my cousin told me, she said that what they tell them, basically, they give them a probe, and oh man, they show them like pictures, and they make people look like creatures. And she told me it's like it's a whole indoctrination, brother. It's a whole indoctrination. Just like when people come into this country, people go into the police force, they tell them these stories about. It's like I think a lot of them is myths, right? Some of the stories she was telling me, I said that can't be true. I think they're just scaring them. So when they go out there, man, and they tell them, they put the picture of their child inside the hat, and their whole thing is to come back home safe. That's what they tell them in the precinct before they go out. You're coming home safe. My cousin told me the
Right,
whole
right.
thing, so I can see how they scared them, man.
Like, officer safety trumps everything in the world these days. Officer
Yeah.
safety. That's wild, man.
And then what happens is, right, you can tell the cops are so wild. I forgot where this was at. I was just reading it, where the cops shot each other, right? We see that sometimes, right?
Hmm.
The cops are killing
And they
you,
still blame the vic. They still blame
right?
the
Yeah,
suspect or whatever. Even if they shot each other by accident, they still blame.
exactly.
The,
But you know how crazy it is. This is how crazy it is, right? The cops will kill you, they'll shoot you, and then they start shooting themselves. So it's crazy, man. Them dudes is a lot of them are crazy. A lot of them are on drugs. You know what I'm
you
saying?
don't think that the military has anything to do with this, the PTSD and stuff like that? Like, at least in some cases, at least where, like,
But the
not
cops,
I'm not trying to use that for any excuse that any cop does in the world. I am not trying to use that for no excuse. But a lot of these people in the army, they fighting wars in different places, different places in the world,
right?
and then they come back with PTSD. Like, I have a brother that suffers with this. Like,
Yeah.
he's paranoid. He's paranoid. It changed him. Like,
Wow.
my brother's not who he used to be.
Who
Like,
he once was, right?
yeah, he's a different person. Like, kind of like, I don't want to say the wrong thing, but like,
But you
damn,
just know something different.
damn, what happened to my brother? Like,
Right, right.
and imagine and thinking
Wow.
like, there's a lot of these people become police officers, security guards, people, enforcement. They become law enforcement, some sort of. A lot of
Right.
military people become like law enforcement,
Yeah,
but the people.
I was trying to look up something, but when you had brought that up, that just reminded me that really the police, they run on what you said, military war tactics, right? It's really the
Mm.
military mind control. Seen how they raided P Diddy's
Right, that's why
crib.
they got the same thing. That's why they got
Yeah.
sergeants and lieutenants. That's an army thing. That's supposed
Yes.
that was meant for the army. That wasn't meant for the
Right.
police, for your
Drone
local
in the
police.
city, out here, you got drones flying around. That's military, right? So they use military tactics to scare people and stuff like that. When they killing people and they beating people up, they do stuff like that in the military. Don't look at them. Some cops is like that. You get mad. They get mad if you look them in the face.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So yeah, they're definitely military, man.
yeah. Like, I don't know. I'll give you the same. I give people the respect that they give me. I would not allow, like, I used to have a problem with a police officer at the school, right? He used to want to get
Yeah.
he used to yell at parents for double parking or not parking. Where he's supposed- But
Okay.
he used to yell at them. but then
Yeah.
he would be doing the same thing that they doing. So I'm
Right.
like, you can't break the law to enforce the law. Like that's just not right. Never mind that you're yelling at people in front of their kids. Like now
Right.
these kids are gonna grow up thinking that you're superior, like they're supposed to listen. Like
Right. Hmm.
I didn't like the idea of that, and I've got it. I got into it with them a few times. The very same officers, and it got to the point where like they wouldn't even come around no more and bother the people in the schools with the school traffic and stuff like that.
That's good. That's good.
It's like, yo, it's not that I'm trying to be a douchebag. It's just like, yo, you parking on the sidewalk, enforcing traffic laws. Well, what if somebody goes by with a wheelchair? What good are you
Right.
doing? Like you're
That's a
being a
fact.
hypocrite. You're being a hypocrite. Like I don't like
Yeah.
that. I don't
But
like that. I don't like
no,
that.
yeah, but like you said, they're full of they're full of hypocrites in the system, right? Because
Hmm.
they make rules and then they break them, right? But
Right,
what they
right,
really do is they wait for you to do
right.
something, and then they make a law based on what you did. Because many of
Yeah.
these laws are not you're not doing no crime, man. This is
Yo,
why.
Kaz, I'm telling
What's
you,
up?
Kaz, see, you'll take a right turn and not use your signal. Then the cop will go and pull you over and take that same right turn and not use his signal either,
Right.
and still give you a ticket.
Man, listen, brother. These dudes are the biggest liars in the world, man. They tell you
Mhm.
they will lock you up if you give your kids drugs, but they give your child drugs in the hospital, man. These people are twisted, brother. They twisted. You know what I mean? They give the mother drugs to infuse the birth of the baby, but if you give the drug, they'll lock you up. So they're hypocrites. They're hypocrites. Hypocrites all the
Mhm.
way.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Even where I live at, there's only two cars maybe that be patrolling the whole city. Maybe just two cars.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's not too bad. We don't have a heavy police presence. Although I have a few neighbors that are cops. There's at least 5 police officers on my street that live on
Okay.
my street.
Wow. Wow. I would say that depending what type of cops they are, I would say
Mhm.
that's a safe block. Yeah.
Mhm. Right, 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 right. It's going up. It has
Right.
the value of the neighborhood has risen tremendous over the past 10 years.
Mm,
Mhm.
okay. Yeah,
So what's
but
up? What else, Cos? Go ahead. Nah, go
huh?
ahead, please. I said, go ahead.
Oh no, no. I was just gonna say it's messed up that the good cops, they get the bad rap, for their counterparts. But nah, I just been chilling, man. I just been chilling. Tomorrow, I'm go downtown, hang out downtown for a little while, do my thing. This Saturday,
Did you see the video I shared about the dude in Lenox in Harlem that I was telling you about? Did you get a chance to see
yes,
what I was talking about?
yes, I did, yes, I did,
Were you
and
familiar with it at all or no?
I didn't really see the brother's face. I didn't really
With
get
the
to see his.
channel, you wasn't familiar with the channel though?
Oh no, the channel. I think I definitely came across it before, and I might know him. If I'm out when I'm out there Saturday, I might if he's out there, I'll bump into him because usually everybody come out Saturday. So I'm gonna be running around Saturday. Plus I gotta go meet the brother Green Eyes too. I got a little
Alright.
I got him a little what you call that the GoPro joint. I got him a little GoPro joint. So I'm gonna bless him with that. You know what I mean?
For Green Eyes, where's my GoPro, dude?
I got some. I
Nah,
got matter
I'm
of
just
fact. I got
playing,
about
guys. I'm just
three.
playing. I'm
No,
just
but
playing. I'm
he
just
be out. He
playing.
be out a lot. He be out a lot.
Yo,
Riding his
he's
bike.
salute to him.
That.
Salute to him. He's always
And-
hustling. He's always on the move.
yeah.
And
And see,
like
that's
I'm
what you want
proud.
to
I'm
do.
proud. I'm proud of the kid, man. Like for real,
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
real. He
Definitely.
might be close.
Definitely.
He might be close to my age, or maybe a little younger. How old is he, Kaj? You know how old he is?
I'm not really sure how old this Green
But
Eyes. That's a
but he's
good
a good kid,
question.
yo. And honestly, I've been seeing him on these YouTube things for a few years now, and like
Right.
salute to him, man.
Yeah.
He always on the move, trying to doing what he do, man.
Yeah.
Got a few good
Yeah.
interviews out there on
Right.
Maybach.
Oh
Like
yeah. Yeah. He got some
I've
good ones, man.
I followed him for a while, man. A
Right.
lot of times I be in the cut, man. I
Mhm.
almost see everything, but I be in the cut. When things get a little too bad for me,
Yeah.
it's like it's time to slide out. Let me stop by, put some love in the air. But when
Yeah.
things are
Yeah. No,
reckless, it's like
that's the
I
right thing. See,
I
you got
I
to be
I'll,
clear
I'll,
of all of
I'll
that.
slide out.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not doing
Like,
that wrong because a lot of that stuff will have an effect on you, right? A lot of
yeah.
people like people going at each other and
Right,
dissing
right.
the
Like the Mad
dragon.
Papa, like Mad Papa, we can seg it right there for you. We can put it right there for you for like what's going on with Mad Papa right now.
Oh man,
Like, go ahead, Cos, talk about
yeah, salute to Math, man. I seen that whole deal, right? And once I seen it, right, I didn't know what was going on at first, but now the whole video came out, right? But I was like, what the hell is going on? Because I never really seen Mav kind of get like that since he's been successful doing his thing. So I said, wow, man. But then I looked at it and I said, oh, I see what Mav is doing. I said, Mav did kind of give that section an alley oop. He did kind of throw him a bone, but he's gonna get the most out of it. You know what I'm saying? He came out the hoodies, he came out with the merge,
eat,
the
eat,
record.
eat, 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 eat.
Yeah. So I said I see what Math is doing. Math is basically using these brothers as a free promotion team because he's not paying them, but they're promoting him. So I said Math was smart when he did that. But if somebody throws you a bone, right, and they admit that they threw you a bone, you can admit that they threw you a bone. Why would you disrespect the person when it's like they're kind of doing you a favor in a sense, but you got to be intelligent to catch that and to be able to roll with it. You
So
know what I'm
even
saying?
like you got to be willing to accept the disrespect, knowing it's just for entertainment purposes only, or
No,
because like
not
I'm gonna assume nobody's gonna get hurt behind all of this. Like I'm hoping,
right,
like hopefully nobody gets hurt behind this. That's the important thing. But a promotional tactic definitely all day.
right, right.
And and, and
You don't have to accept the disrespect. You could get back at him, let him know about himself, but you could do it in a civilized way, like kind of debating. But other people seeing it, they jump right on it, like, oh snap, he ain't say they mad because he said their name, then he's mad because they didn't say his name. I hear
it's like
somebody say, come on, that's
when the
crazy, man.
when the gloves come off, that means things are out of control, right? So look,
Right, right,
just keep the gloves on.
right. But you know some type of you got some people, right? They know how to get at you. They know how to turn it on and turn it right off. They never get another
Mhm.
response from them. But math to me, I think it was kind of it could have been tricky with him playing with the dirty sector like that because you don't really want to be attached to that. But math been playing in the mud before. He's been playing in the
Right,
mud for a
right.
while. So
I was
yeah,
just about to say that like this isn't brand new to him. You know what I
right,
mean? Like this isn't. There was a time where he was around um hard or like often, and
right,
you guys were speaking. You guys were speaking about how this all originated, how the sector all originated a couple days
right.
ago, and actually
Yeah.
not for nothing,
The
Math Math
702 salute.
Math had a show.
Peace,
Math
Queen.
had a show. It was called Read Between the Lines, and that was
Read between
keeping a
yeah.
lot of people. That was keeping a lot of people entertained
Okay.
for a long time in that 2021 time as well. That it was a show that he was doing like almost every night, faithfully on YouTube, like alive every night, and he was talking about things. He's been around. I'm sure he knows who's who, at least from these popular people on our sector,
I mean,
the
right,
major players.
right. Math is smart. Math is no dummy. So when you're dealing with a smart person, they know how to move the crowd, right? Meaning that people like that got that type of intelligence or certain type of intelligence, they know how to move people. They know how to say things. They know what you're gonna do before you're gonna do it. You know what I mean? So
Never
Math
mind that
knew.
he's dropping music. He's dropping music, so this is making attention to his music. Whether they calling his music fire or trash, this is bringing attention to his music, like attention, like he's doing it at the right time.
Yeah,
Some
basically,
of us, some of
yeah,
us need to take advantage and make some
right.
shirts, make some merchandise off of this. Capitalize,
Right. It's
take
it's
advantage of the
basically
moment.
yeah. It's getting them lit. It's getting them lit again. And two, Math to me, I think he's just having fun. Now him and the Hassan thing, him and Hassan Campbell, that's a different thing. But I think that he was just having fun with them brothers and
Mhm.
sisters from the dirty sector because he knows Math came from the hood.
Mhm.
He knows that they just want to get on. They just want and really when you get all you need is that push, brother. All you need is that push, and you go on from there. So Math, he knows that these brothers want a shot. Math ain't
Mhm.
gonna throw it out the window and crash out and choke one of them out or something, unless they probably unless he feels offended or they come at him like that. But I think it was smart on Math's behalf because it don't seem like really too many people from the dirty sector came up from that thing, but him. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? And then Bimmy,
Now
salute to
he
Bimmy.
he started off saying if this don't apply, let it fly.
Okay.
But then how could you embrace or be acceptance to being called the dirty sector? Like how are you okay being called the dirty sector? Like
Right.
what's your take on that on the term the dirty sector?
Um.
Because I've learned to embrace it. Like I enjoy it. I enjoy the dirty sector. I watch a lot of content on the dirty
Right.
sector,
Right. Right.
so to speak. But I
Um.
don't think I'm dirty. And I know you're not dirty. I know
No, definitely not.
a lot of people are not dirty. So that's why I could relate when he says if it don't apply, let it fly.
Right. Right.
But
Right.
there are some people around that could be grimy. I mean, I'm not here to judge, but we've been watching this for about 4 years now. We've seen what people do.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
They should
I
get
mean,
grimy.
like this, right? Check it out, right? Um, you can live in the hood, have to be in the hood. You don't have to claim the hood. Some people rather claim it. So I look at the dirty sector as like the hood. You know what I mean? Sometimes
Mm,
people, if you're walking through the block, sometimes things pop up on your joint, and you might just look at it. But I feel like there's some good people in the dirty sector. You know what I'm saying? I'm not judging anyone, nailing anyone to a cross. I just feel like it's something better that you can do in your life than just be on there all day
mm,
unless you're gonna drop a few jewels. Every time I come through or I go to somebody's platform, I'm always dropping jewels, man. It's either gonna be a couple of paragraphs or something. So I'm just giving people something to think about, even if it's not for the content creator, it's for the viewers, the people that's watching. And people always compliment me. And most people that I linked with, they said, "Yo, I linked with you because of your good comments and everything." So
yeah.
I look at it like we definitely need to come together, man. And you
It's
got
like
some,
we need to have like a national dirty sector day or something, like some kind of parade.
right? Because there's some people, man, that don't feel like they really worth nothing in life, right? They don't
Mm,
feel like they're worth anything but that. So that's why you have some people that stay there, man. They get disrespected over and over. They're disrespecting their children, disrespecting their wives. Come on, man. So, and the people that stay there, that's because they don't feel comfortable nowhere else. So these type of people need to help the most. They need to help the most. And I don't know. I guess it is what it is, man. It is what it is.
I just want to see the people win because there's some
Yeah.
people here that got, even if it's not music, it's other things or like being funny, like telling stories, putting memes together. Like there's a lot of talented people in
Right.
from what I'm seeing in different
Yeah.
avenues. It's almost like
Mhm.
there's somebody for everything around.
Right.
There might even be a couple people for everything. Like
Right.
I just wish that we could use this talent in a better way to uplift all of us as a whole, like each other,
Right.
like instead of weaponizing our talents against each other.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And the thing with that too, you as a human, you gotta have respect for yourself too. You know what I'm saying? Because people will usually treat you the way you present yourself. So when you present yourself like an animal and all of that, that's how people are gonna look at you, even if that's not you. Because I know that's not everybody. I know some people just put on a front. You got some people that act like a badass when they really not. I know some. Look at the rapper Foxy Brown, right? A lot of people might look at Foxy Brown and what's the first thought they think? But they don't know that sister's a brainiac, man. She's a nerd. She's so smart. The sister is so smart. If she
Mhm.
could like you see what me and you building on, she could come right here and be right in place. She probably know more than us. She's smart for real. She know no she I don't that act that she does and everything, how people view it, that's not her, man. She was about to marry Polite, man. She had the afro. She's about to marry Polite and everything. Cause she's on it.
Mhm.
She know she's on it. She's on it.
Mm.
So a
Mm.
lot of people might act like something that they not to chase the bag. Foxy, that's not her, but she's chasing the bag. But she's
But if you
smart,
watch,
intelligent.
if you watch people long enough, eventually, like we could see who they really are,
Yeah,
in the long run, at least. You know what I mean? You can
right,
only put this image or this character out for so long. Like something's
right,
gonna happen. Is that when we're gonna start seeing like your true colors are gonna start coming out if you're not being yourself. Like
right,
I don't know. I think I've been the same person for as long as I've been on YouTube, 5 years. This is
right.
this is this isn't a character that I'm playing. This is just
Yeah,
Eric.
no
Just-
doubt, no doubt, no doubt, man, no doubt. And you kind like you said, you turn into that character. Some people say that Tupac turned into Bishop a little bit. You know what I mean? So a lot of times you can turn into that character, especially if you really admire that character. You start thinking you are that person. So you get people on here talking about they gangster and this and that, and and they start believing that after a while because nobody's checking them. I mean, it ain't worth it. Ain't nobody. So I'm a gangster. I got 10 bodies. I said, oh man, that's crazy, man.
I was
I would.
able. I actually was able to have a conversation with somebody I felt was a troll, and it was on Smitty's channel. And
Okay.
I got to pick his brain a little bit. You know what I mean? And
Yes. Yes.
the information he passed along, and I was actually talking to the brother Roski. I'll even say that much. And the
Salute
way
to
he
Roski. I haven't seen
the,
Roski around,
the
man. Is he okay?
the way he explained of portraying a character, it put a lot of things in perspective for me. It gave me a
Right.
better understanding to a lot of what goes on YouTube because
Right.
for me, I'm not one that I don't like to disrespect and
Yeah.
like whether we playing or not.
Not with it. Not with it.
I'm not with the disrespect. But he gave me a better understanding of the characters being turned on and turned off. You know, no Rossi.
Right. 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 No, but that's what happens. See, and then too, a lot of us really got on this YouTube thing with no formal education. We didn't know anything about it. I know when I first got on YouTube, I mean not YouTube, Facebook and all that, I was just accepting anybody, man. Anybody that came along, I was accepting them. And then two, they came out with that new feature, people that you might know, right? So if you don't really read it, you think that somebody's requesting you, and you press the button. So when you don't have education on something, you're gonna make massive, massive mistakes unless you take your time. So now that's why I'm taking my time and really structuring my content and everything. Got a few pages where I just post certain things where I name it a name and then post stuff that goes along with that name. So that's how you better get in the algorithm too. Because now when somebody's searching for something, I'll just pop up as one of the people who speak about that or whatever, whatever. So
And
it's just
on different avenues too. And on
right,
different avenues. I see what you're doing. That's a smart
right.
idea.
So it just structures the content better and it puts it in place for you. You understand what I mean?
Right, right. It's almost like instead of getting 1,000 views on one channel, I could get like 250 on four different channels
Right, right.
on
And
different
and it shoots
subjects.
it out. It shoots it
And
out to different algorithms.
right, it's different engagements. It's different topics being like
Hmm.
it's almost like you're like how could I put this? Like you're in four different places at once. You're here, on
Yeah,
this page. That's
yeah.
that's a very brilliant idea, cuz
See, you,
you
you know what
stay
I said?
teaching.
You know what I said to myself? I said to myself a long time ago, right? I always been like this, right? Me myself, I'm not gonna wait around for anybody to support me or anyone to do anything for me. I say to myself, I got the mentality. I'm gonna make it myself. I'm gonna do it myself. I don't need. I could make my own street team, my own promotional team. I'm gonna do it myself, right? The young brother, shout out to Green Eyes. He was so happy. He said, "Yo, nobody ever did this for me, and I'm gonna do it." You know what I'm saying? I picked me about two, three, four people, and we're gonna run it up. That's how you do it. I can't sit back and watch other people struggle with something, other people have a hard time. I can't do that. It's not in my heart.
Mhm.
So if I see you and you my people, I'm gonna help you. I see that the
Mm,
brother Green Eyes goes out right when he got the GoPro for the little bro.
mm, mm.
What? That's helping them. That's helping. That's putting them on. If I ever fall off, maybe the brother help me out. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we got to do for each other. I see people doing it. I see people doing it, and people's been doing it before. I think just not enough people. But I think everybody. I said it before. I think everybody should pick at least one or two people, and if you could pick more, pick more. If you got more time in your day, and support these people, help them out, man. Adopt somebody. You know, like you adopt a child, adopt a YouTuber and help them out,
Mm.
man. It's too rough out here. It's hard out here, man.
Right. Now you know what happens though. Sometimes like
What's up?
our mentalities and our brains is so fucked up that we tend to be defensive or we push blessings away. That
Yeah.
it's hard to believe. It's hard to believe that someone wants to help me. It's hard to
Right.
believe that someone wants to be there for me. It's hard to believe that someone's trying to support me. Like it's just hard to believe. So we become
Right.
defensive and we want nothing to do with it because we're
Mm.
stubborn or we're stuck
Right.
in our old ways and we just push blessings away. And it's a balance thing because at the same time, like you just don't want to be accepting to everyone because obviously somewhere in
That's true.
between some bad is gonna come, and
Right.
you want to try to avoid that.
Yeah. But another thing is too. You're right because you don't know everybody that does good things for you is not a good person. So you don't know. You want to know why the person is
Mm,
actually doing this, right?
mm,
Why you want to help me out? Why you want to do this? So that is correct too, because some people just try to slide in your cipher and try to disrupt your cipher or
right,
flip it. So
right, right,
you
right,
gotta be on point. You gotta be on point. At least if you're
right.
gonna give a person give them one shot. If you don't feel comfortable or they whatever, then you can always fall back or whatever. But yeah, that's correct. You got to be on point, especially if you're in
Shit,
this sector.
I've been the person to mess something up because I've jumped into conclusions. You know what I mean?
Right, right,
I've had to put my pride and my ego to the side and say
right.
I apologize. I was wrong. And if you don't want to fuck with me no more, I could understand. You
No,
know,
I was
like
gonna
I
say that, but look, check this out real quick, Kumba. But you could make a mistake because you're human, right?
right.
But real friends, people who care about you, is not gonna nail you to a cross for a simple mistake. They're
Mm,
not. They're not. So people they want to make you feel guilty. They want to make you feel some type of way, and that's wrong. If I make a mistake, I mean, you can tell me how you feel, whatever, whatever. We don't mess with each other like you said, but people will nail you to a cross. Like
mm,
ain't like worse of things been done to you, man. Come on, you ain't how you gonna get mad at me for this? But nigga, worse things done happened to you, brother. Don't come at me like that. Don't play the mind games with me because, like we said before, on 9 to 5, people play mind games with each other. You got grown men coming on YouTube saying, "Yo, why you take my wrench?" and "Yo, what I ever do to?" Come on, man. You take my wrench, take that shit, man. I'm gonna take it. Come on, man. So it's a lot of
damn.
mind games. There's a lot of mind games being played, and a lot of people treating their own people's cruel, man. I would never do that to somebody. If that's the fact, if I ever take a wrench from somebody, I'm not giving it to them if I gotta feel that way. You
Hmm.
understand what I mean? I'm not gonna give it to you if I feel like I'm gonna ever have to take it away.
Right. I agree. I have a
Yes.
few people for wrenches speaking with on my side. I haven't had enough traffic to put wrenches out there,
Right,
and it's not
right.
like it's not even like I could do it like on like if I tap the screen, it
Yeah.
does nothing. It does. Oh, actually, no, wait. It actually just did. Holy smacks! I just learned something new right now touching the screen.
What you did? You gave somebody a wrench by mistake?
Nah, it wouldn't be by mistake because everybody in here is good. Actually, it would be
Okay,
intentional.
okay.
But
No,
I
not no,
didn't
no,
know.
not meant. No, I meant like you pressed something or something by mistake.
Yeah, that to go.
Right.
I could click on the name and give make them a moderator. I could
Yeah.
go to their channel.
But you know what's deep, brother? We learn a lot of what we learn. We learn it by making so-called mistakes. You understand?
Right. I'm okay with that. Like
Yeah.
I'm okay making mistakes as long as I learn from it.
You learn
Like
from it.
right, like learn from it. It's like Mistakes are out of
Oh,
bounds when they become repetitive, when you're making the same one over and over, like intentionally, like you're being careless, and it's like you don't even care to make the mistake. You're going there willingly to make the
right.
mistake. It's like no, 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 no. We're
Yeah,
not playing that game.
I wanted to show Miss 702. She was asking me. I wanted to show her my the tuning fork. I was telling her about earlier.
Oh, you brought it out for me because I wanted to ask you about that. I saw that on your page too. I was like, yo, what is
Yeah.
this?
Oh,
It sound
sorry.
like
Yeah.
it sound like
Uh,
what is it called? A tuning fork?
Yeah. Can you hear it? Like this is the ways that you use it. You can put it on any part of your body that feels pain or whatever like that. And then
Mm.
two, just music. You see how people listen to regular music? This is music for certain people, and it's sending a vibration. It's the same thing like with the music you listen on the radio. It has a similar pitch, but it's a negative pitch, but you don't hear it. You don't hear the pitch that's in the music. You just hear the
Mm.
beat. The beat. You don't hear the frequency that's going out. You don't hear it, but that frequency can penetrate you. This is why people feel some type of way when they listen to the
Uh,
music, stuff like that. So
mm.
this is like a tuning fork. This is it's like positive music, you know what I'm saying? And it's healing. So
There
yeah.
gotta be, there gotta be somebody that plays that like as an instrument. Could it be used
Oh
as an
yeah.
instrument?
Yeah. Erica
I think it's.
Badu. Erica Badu, what's the brother's name? Andre 3000, people like that, yeah.
Mm. They don't know about the noise frequency. They
Oh,
don't even
yeah,
allow they don't even allow us to listen to that good vibration, that good frequency anymore. They don't give us
nah.
that. They want that ruckus. They want
Yeah,
that.
this is a pyrite right here. Pyrite, very good stone. I gotta go get some stones tomorrow, for the queen and a couple of other people. But yeah, I got big pyrites.
Mm.
Yeah, so we're gonna be talking about this tomorrow on Miss 702 with the brother Quasi. You familiar with my man Quasi, right? He been on the
Yeah, you've
show
been
a couple times.
mentioning you've been mentioning them, and I think I saw a couple of things with you on them.
Right, we're gonna be on tomorrow, and oh man, that brother is oh man, I know this one gonna be a good one. That brother drops the science, and he. I met him, man. I met him years ago. I can't remember, but ever since I met the brother, he had me on this tip. Right, this is like the tuning fork. My diet has totally changed. My diet totally
Yo,
changed.
when you said tuning fork, I'm like, how's how's he gonna eat with that?
Yeah, yeah. So, when good people come into your life, this is what happens. You know what I mean? This things that happen, wonderful things start to happen for you. You get influenced.
Mm.
I never thought that my diet would be, right now, I'm saying at least 70%. And I think it's more, but I'm just going to say 70% non-meat. I never thought my diet would be like that. But,
Mm.
just being around people and reading, and it's like I look at things differently, right? I love Arizona, man. I love Arizona iced tea. I ain't gonna front. I brought me a sweet tea today, right? But when you actually you do the science to what's in it, it's kind of like you like, oh man, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I was
So
drinking some when I wasn't
yeah,
feeling well. I was actually drinking some green tea and honey, mm. and
wow,
that stuff helped me out. The green tea and honey.
yeah, yeah. This is a hydro boost right here. I love my. I really went like liquid. I was like all liquid for a minute. This is why I dropped so much pounds. You know what I'm saying? I had to get
But you
that.
can put it on you put it right back on real quick too. Like
Yeah,
you could get big and big and low for a minute, like
you, you
often.
know,
Like
what's crazy, right? It's like probably hard to believe, but I could work out for like 3 days and get big. You know what I mean? Like 3 days,
right,
that's all
right,
it
and
takes
get
for
like
me and get
fast
big.
too, right?
Yeah, so I guess it's like genetics because my pops is like a big dude. He's like one of them dudes. He got to like turn like when he walked through the door, he got to like turn a little bit. He's like real big, big. You know what I mean?
Mm. Word.
Yeah, actually one day I'm gonna get some of my father's paintings. Right, it's a school called PS48, right in Jamaica, Queens. My father did all the artwork in that school. Yeah, He did
For
all the
real?
artwork. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna find like some pictures on the internet. I might go to the
Wow.
school and just take a picture. Yeah, his name is Johnny Martin.
PS40. Mm.
PS40. His name is Johnny Martin, and yeah, he drew the whole thing, man. So my father, he was like an artist. He was kind of like
Did you
me.
go to the school? Did you go to that
Oh no,
school?
no, I didn't go to that school. No, I lived in South Oakland Park. I lived on the other side of Queens, but like my grandmother lived on that side, so I was back in my pop. So yeah, but no, I didn't go to that school. It's right next
That's
to
that's
40
that's
Project.
real. That's real dope though to have that to be like, yo, my dad made art for this
Yeah,
school. Like
yeah, yeah,
like that's pretty. That's cool if you ask me. That's
yeah.
very
My pop,
interesting.
yeah, yeah. My
Are
pop, he
you
was
into art? Are you into art? Can you
not,
can
not,
you
not, not really, not really. I didn't take that. What I did, what I took, what I got from my pops is definitely the street smarts and definitely the reading. Those two
mm,
things definitely, because when I was younger, my aunt would always tell me I'm street smart. She's like, you're very street smart because I was in the streets at a young age, right? I wasn't like out there with the guns all crazy and all that, but I did come like start hanging out with my friends when I was like 9 years old. Like 9 years
right.
old, I started
Things were
hustling.
different. Things were very different
Yeah,
when we were younger. So it's not what it was today. Like
yeah,
everybody didn't need a pistol. You know, everybody didn't.
right.
It was
Yeah,
okay
so
to
yeah,
scrap up one on one with the hands. Like
yeah.
it was real popular to go one on one.
But
A
now, yeah,
regular
it's
fade.
crazy.
Now it's
They
like,
kill you now. They want to kill you if they lose the
mm,
fight.
like, word, word. But yeah, cause let's wrap this one up, cause it's about
No
that
doubt.
time.
Yeah, I was reading the messages on top because now with the Facebook and Instagram, all the messages come together. So it's like so confusing now. But yeah, man. Yeah, we had a
Mm.
good one, man. Thank you
Yeah, I
everyone
really
for
like this
stopping
one.
by.
This was a banger right here. I can't wait to go back and watch it.
No doubt. No
It
doubt.
came out pretty good. Thanks for being
I
on, and
agree.
you know how it is. We'll do something again
Right. Oh,
in the
definitely,
next
man.
couple of days.
Whenever you're
What
ready,
you got
man. I'm
going
I'm
on?
in
You
the
want to tell the
building.
people that you want to tell the people what you're going to be doing the next couple of days? You're going to be on
Oh,
anybody else's platform, so they maybe stop
tomorrow.
by, subscribe, and whatnot.
Yeah, tomorrow night we're doing Miss 702, me and the brother Quasi. We're gonna be speaking about relationships and diet. Relationships and diet. And she picked the topic. Very good topic. And brother Quasi, I'm gonna let him speak because he has so much great information on this topic. And I might just jump in to do a spill and say how relationship and diet actually go together and how your diet affects your relationship. So I'm gonna be talking about that stuff. And Quasi, I know he goes off, man. Oh man, I can't wait till you get to see, man. Oh, he's gonna go off. He's very good.
I'm,
I learned so
I'm,
much from the brother.
I'm looking forward to watching already, man.
Yeah, yeah, no doubt. Thanks for having me tonight, brother.
I definitely will be there. Thank you for stopping by, Kyle. Thank you for
Yes,
chilling and making it great over here, bro. And great
all day, all
conversation.
day.
Much love to the people that was in attendance. Miss
No doubt. Miss
702,
702,
Frankie Blanco,
Frankie Blanco.
Smitty came through, New York
Smitty in the
City.
building.
All
Yo,
right,
call me, Smitty. Give me a call, brother. Call me.
all right. Yes, Smitty,
What?
call us,
N-
Smitty.
Nikki,
Yeah,
Miss
peace and
Nikki.
love.
Salute,
Yes,
salute. One of the
sir.
best
Yes,
out there,
sir.
man. I love all the work that she's doing and
Yes, sir.
helping people out and everything, man. Fantastic. Fantastic. Takes a good heart to
Yup.
do that, man.
Mm. Respect, respect, respect. Yo, cousin, I want to say, like, again,
Yeah.
always flowers for you because you always
Yes,
going above and beyond to help
no
other
doubt.
people on their
No
journey
doubt.
and
Thank you. Thank
whatnot.
you,
Like,
brother. I
as
just
busy
love to
as
see
you
people
are,
win.
you make time for Kumba here and there. So
Right.
I'm gonna
All
thank
day,
you for
every
that.
day, anytime, brother. You know
Thank you for
that.
that as
You
well.
know
And
that.
if
Right.
if I could ever return the favor, you know I'm always a phone call away. So.
You already did, brother. You already did.
So thank you, and
No
to
doubt.
everyone
Thank
in the
you. All
chat, much love. Great night, y'all. Bless up and see y'all
right.
tomorrow, man. Be
Peace.
good.
Peace.
Peace,
Tomorrow,
peace,
love.
peace.
Peace. Love you.